Welcome, crafty friends, to Donna's Creation and More. Today we are going to craft a Halloween craft, but it's going to be a fake bake. And I'm using this foam round I got at Hobby Lobby for $4.50. Now I think it's so much better quality and for the price. And it's way bigger than using them little foam rounds from Dollar Tree. But I'm just going to take my lightweight spackle and I'm just going to ice in this like I would a regular cake at my home, like I do when I'm baking my husband or mother or anybody a cake. So I'm doing nothing special. I think I was looking at the size. I think it's I don't really remember, 6.5 inches by 8 or something like that. It's the size of that paper plate, which is great. So all you need for your base is a cute little styrofoam plate to sit it on. Something cheap just to hold it. And I'm doing 2 cakes, one for me and one for my sister. Now in this video, I'm doing my sister's, but I will be showing you how mine turned out, and I did mine a little bit different. I forgot to add on the ghosts and bats and all on hers, and then I decided to add a little bit of glitter to mine. Just a tad little bit different. And hers is a little bit different because she's got a white cat and all that she made, and I didn't make a white cat. I guess I will one of these days. But anyhow, as you see, I'm not doing nothing special. I'm just going to make sure I put it on thick enough, just like I would a regular cake, like I said, that I just baked. And this is exactly how I would do it. There's no right or wrong reason. You do it the way you want. If you want it all nice and smooth and flat, go for it. But I want it to look pretty realistic. And this is how I do my home baked cakes. Now I'm showing here, if you want the little pointy things, you just tap it up and down, but I don't like that look. So again, I'm just smearing it on and making sure I have it thick enough on top. And then when I do the next cake, I'll show you if you make a mistake, how you can fix that. So you're not even really going to see like the whole top like that anyhow once you decorate it. So I'm just taking my piping bag with a spiral star tip, and I'm just going back and forth. No certain way, and you'll see it's not all perfect. I'm not trying to be all perfect. Now, yes, if you had which I do have, I just didn't use it, a turntable would work better. Like, look, I'm going all crazy there. I think this is the one where I messed up on and went back and fixed it. I'm not sure. If so, you'll see it on this one. And so that's basically all I did, and I just go around and fill in any gaps. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. Just going back and forth, back and forth. You can go back and forth. You can go in a swirly circle. You can go in like an E, like if you're doing a small cursive E. Just whatever you like. I'm no cake decorator. I just do whatever I want to do. So you still think it looks super cute. So I'm put that one aside, and now let me do my sister's, because I wasn't going to do the piping, but then I'm like, well, might as well put a nice cute little edge on it. And you see, I'm taking my time. on this one here. I'm starting to get a little wonky, but if you move your hand in a different direction, it's going to go in different direction. Oh, this is the one I messed up on. See, then I decided to go over top of it. Well, we're going to fix that. And we're just going to do the same thing on the bottom real quick. Back and forth, and just make a little design going around. Simple, easy. Then we will fix that top part. Just take your little scraper and scrape it off. Just like that. Rub it back in. And just take your piping tip and go back over it. Voila. Fixed. Now I got this little condrel. I don't even know what you call it. That's them little witch pots. Got it from Target for 98 cents. So on my last video, I had the ice cream foam cut off. So I took that and I put it inside this witch condrel. I don't even know how you say it, you guys. So I'm gonna say witchy pot. So we made these little ghosts out of a ghost mold. And I have some of this little tool from Dollar Tree, and then I have this white polyfill that came out of the Dollar Tree pumpkins, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. And then the orange stuff came from a came from onion bag. Oh no, sweet potatoes. I'm totally wrong. Sweet potatoes. So I saved the bag and just cut off the label. And I'm like, oh, this would be perfect if I decided to use it for Halloween. Because my little Halloween witches have orange and black in it. So I just cut it up in pieces and just going to add it in here so it'll match my little Halloween decor this year. And then for the tool, I just cut a piece and scrunched it all up in the middle and just folded it in half and wire tied it with a piece of wire. Again, cut a piece, scrunch it in the middle, fold it in half, and twist it. You can use Chanel stem, piece of wire, anything. I just happen to use a piece of scrap wire tie from all the stuff I was sitting there doing here, cutting off of stuff. So I only made like 2. So I'm just adding a bunch of different little stuff to it, just to make it super cute so it all matches. And then I do decide later on to add a little bit more to it, because I forgot. But here I just slowed it down so you can see it a lot better. Again, this one's my sister. She made this ghost. And she's out in the pool having fun, and her sister's finishing up her craft. But that's okay. That's what sisters are for. And then at the end of the video, I will have a picture of my ghost and my cake. So here's the cake. She already made this pumpkin in one of our previous videos. And this is just a floral pick for fall. I already like that, so all I did was just stick it in the cake. And I put a toothpick on the end of her pumpkin, and we stuck that in the cake. Now here's these little pumpkin garlands that came from Dollar Tree. And that's what I took out. Yep, that's where I got the foam from. Or polyfill from. Because I wanted them flat. And so we're going to take these 2 little pumpkins. And I have this, and I knew I was going to forget the name of it right now. Oh, goodness, you guys. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it, but this little stuff here. I'm just gonna twist it around the wooden skewer and add it to the top of my pumpkin. And of course it'll come to me back later what the heck this stuff is called. But if you know, you know. So I'm just doing it again, spiraling it around the wooden skewer and cutting a piece. A friend of mine told me what it was called, and it slipped my mind again. I have a really bad memory. So anyhow. And then I just ran out to one of my little floral things and grabbed some leaves off of it, and that's what we're going to add to the top of our pumpkins, 2 little green floral leaves. And that would be our little leaves and tendrils. And I think it'd be super cute. Great little way to spruce up the pumpkins. It would be a cute way even if you're going to leave it on the garland. But we're going to add these to the front of our cake. And a little bit here. And you can get a fall floral pick at the Dollar Tree. That's probably where they came from. Oh, here's where I decided I forgot the gauze. I went in my bathroom in my medical thing and grabbed the thing of gauze because I was like, the ghost has gotta have gauze. I mean, what ghost doesn't have gauze wrapped around it? But I didn't want to hide the whole ghost, so I'm just covering up around his head, and I'm just going to take my scissors here and tuck it down into this little witch brewery pot and have it stick out and just tack it down where I want to. And then I just, I'm adding the piece in the front so it don't look all funky, you know, just like a straight piece of clay. I thought it'd be cute to have the gauze come in that way. I'm just messing with it and having fun. I did decide to add another piece of orange, I think later on, because I still had a piece of scrap and I cut it in half. But that's what it looks like so far. Look, to me that's not adorable. And for what? A bunch of scrap stuff I have around my house, and I used the candle mold from Amazon. Made some cute little witches. Well, here's a little cat in a hat we used the mold from. My sister loves cats, so going with the cats. And so I just added a toothpick in the top, and I'm just gonna hot glue this hat right on top. Then I take some wire, I think I do it here, and I use it for the whiskers. Yeah, here we go. I took some wire and just zigzagged it back and forth and cut it in little pieces, and I'm just going to stick it right into the foam of the nose. Give it a little bit 3D effect. Now on hers, I didn't make the eyes big enough. Here's what I found out. I was messing around when I was doing mine today, and I messed up on the eyes. Well, when I went to wipe it off, not only did my mind cannot think right this second. Puffy paint that was previous there came off, but even part of the little eye that was sticking out, so then it made a hole, which was great and made my eyes bigger. So my eyes are bigger. So what I did was I hot glued hers down to add some puffy paint to cover the hot glue. And then I put a toothpick in the bottom. And then we'll add a little bit of, going to cover the stick up. I don't want to see the ugly looking stick. I'm just using what I have right there. Puffy paint. Whatever's near me. Whatever's near you. It could be a marker or whatever. Super cute. And so I'm just going to take my little lightweight spackle here and just put a couple little dollops on here. And then stick our little toothpick into our foam cake and set our little cat right there. Now, Stacy also made these little pumpkins out of clay. She got the mold, I think, at Dollar General. No, I'm sorry, I had the mold. It was a candy mold, and I left it there for her, and she made these cute little pumpkins. So I'm just adding them into her little decor here. And then I also used some Dollar Tree pumpkins that I had from last year. Some cute little ones. Now I decided to use a different color. And I guess I'm not adding them on yet. I thought I did. I swear I did. Yes, I am. See? Here we go. Now we're adding them in. And oof, there goes my cake. Spinning around. Yes, it's on the turntable. And yeah, these little pumpkins came from Dollar Tree. 6-pack. So I just put a little dollop and add some extra different little color. Nice. It don't have to be Halloween. If you don't add the hat, it could be a cute little fall cake. You can add anything on it. It don't have to be a cat. It don't have to be pumpkin. The little foam pumpkins that we made. Oh, she made this little white cat too, and she wanted it on the front of this little witchy brewery pot. And so I'm gonna hot glue that down, but I have to set it on my counter so it'll be even for when my mom sits on the counter. So I just glued that in place for her. There we go. And set that aside again. You know how many times oh, here's where I added the orange piece in. I'm like, oh yeah, here's a scrap orange piece. Let's add a piece on this side too. So there we go. You'll see the rest in the final reveal. And then here's our cute little pumpkins we just did. So we're gonna add, I wish I would have had more, because I would like to have done them like all the way around the cake, but it only comes with 4 on the strand of the garland from Dollar Tree. Unless I use some, I don't know. I only have 4. I don't know. So I'm just gonna hot glue that into place. 1 on the left. And then of course, yes, we're gonna add 1 on the right. Again, I wish I had more for the back, but I need 2 of them. So I can't give her all my pumpkins. So, you know, I'm sharing. And I think it turned out super adorable with these cute little pumpkins down the front. Again, just some cute little Dollar Tree items. And really, you don't even need craft foam. You could make anything into a cake. It could be a bucket. It could be a tin. It could be cardboard rolled up. So I'm just making a hole here, and I'm taking the wire that I had twisted around these 2 ribbons. The bow in the middle, the front, is from Dollar Tree. And then the ribbon, I got a Hobby Lobby, because it was orange with the black. And I just hot glued that into place. And then, oh, they're called berry picks. I remember the name, you guys. Those little things are called berry picks. So now I'm going to grab them berry picks. And again, I think I spiral them. I don't even remember. Nope, I'm taking right now my piping bag and I'm putting a dollop around the back where the floral pick went into the cake. Just to hide that, make it look fancier. Oh yeah, those little covers are excellent, let me tell you. Best little investment for $1. Now I'm gonna add a couple little berry picks. If I'm wrong on that, you guys know, let me know. I think they're called berry picks. And on hers, I didn't add a dollop, but on mine I did. I added a dollop at the end, right there where I glued them together. But you'll see that on my video at the end here. Because I'm going to show you mine before I show you hers. And I was thinking, yeah, no, we're not adding anymore. But I did forget to add, like, the witch and the bats on hers. So I'm going to have to redo that. Because we made these cute little witch and bat foam bats. And I had them on my cake. And you'll see. So all I'm doing is just hot gluing things where I want it to stay. But that little tree part right there, I'm going to call it a tree. That's where I added my bats and witches. And here's the final reveal. And here is my cake and my little decoration. So here's the base that I added. I forgot to put it on hers, but I'm going to give it to her. That looks super adorable. I ended up making 2 of the foam pumpkins and 1 ghost. And you can see here how I made the cat eyes bigger and glittered the hat. Look how adorable that is. And then added the ghost and the little bats. Tell me this isn't adorable. And I even put glitter on the bats. I'm loving this. This idea, I was going to use wire to put it behind there until I found these little ball picks I had in my stash. And then of course I made 2 little pumpkins too. And just used my puppy paint. And again, my little pumpkins from Dollar Tree. And then all my little scrap stuff that I had laying around. Now remember the polyfill's free. The orange bag from the sweet potatoes is free. Gauze. I think everybody has gauze in their house for their first aid kit. And then the little fabric that's from Dollar Tree. That's like tulle. And now here comes the safety cake and decorations that I just did. Now as you can tell, they're totally different. She's got her cat on the front of hers, which is super cute. I'm going to have to make one. And then you see it's on my cake stand, so there's 2 different views of it. And her hat, no, isn't glittered. I still got to add the bats and ghosts because I totally forgot about them. And I will list the molds that we used in the description box below that I got from Amazon. And I just used the foam clay, and I can list that also. And just tell me, this is like super adorable. Like, we made other things that we could put on the cake, but I just think this was perfect and enough. And I didn't want to go overboard. And I did all white because I just thought if I add another color, it wouldn't look too great because I'm already having orange and black. But I hope you guys like both of the cakes and both of the little Halloween ghost gobbler type witchy thing. And please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And here's some adorable pictures of Stacy's, and then I'll add pictures of mine. So, I think this is so adorable. Like, it's gonna match my Halloween decor that I've been making last year. Check out them Halloween videos. Yes, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Subscribe, of course, like, please, and share, and comment, you guys. Let's chat. Let's have some fun. Bye. See you on next video.